Hey guys, it's Whitney here, your host with Needles Embroidery. Thank you so much for watching today's episode. Today it is about using this jumbo hoop, this jumbo fast frame, and I've never used this one and videotaped it, so it's early morning and I have no makeup on, no glam. I just started working and then realized, hey, I probably should film this. So that's what I'm doing. So excuse me if I look, like I just rolled out of bed, because I kind of did. So the first thing is you have to have the jumbo hoop. This is from fastframes.com. You can also call them 1-800-997-8792. They have great prices on all their fast frames. I've also heard that they are equivalent to the Durka fast frames. I have not used Durka products before, so I'm not familiar with those, but from what I have looked at and seen on the internet, they look really similar, so I'm sure that they are equivalent. So you're going to need your jumbo fast frame. You're also going to need a sticky back stabilizer. I get all of my stabilizer at a great price from MJ Sewing Supply. This one is a medium weight sticky back stabilizer. It comes on a gigantic 50 yard roll. Look at this. Amazing. Like, it's going to take me a few months to go through this. You know what? I cannot remember how much this thing was. I think it was like $34. I will put the link in the description box below, as well as the price of what I got it for. And that's not to say, if they have better deals on their stuff or whatnot. They have a bunch of stabilizer on their website. So check out MJ Sewing Supplies. They are great. Let's get started. I am going to be working on a big blanket. And this is for a girl that is one of my friends is going off to college, and her mom wants me to embroider all of her living supplies. So she's going to have like her blankets and her sheets and her towels and all that stuff embroidered. But this thing is so big I can't fit it in my hoop. So what I decided to do is just go ahead and stick it on to my fast frame, and that's what I'm going to show you now. So let's go down to my workspace and show you how to get this thing in the machine. Say good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, scoot over so I can get over here. Okay, what I am doing here is lining up my stabilizer, and I actually cut it a little big because I was thinking I was going to put it on my large frame, my large hoop, but I decided against it. Be careful, Caitlin. So what I'll do here is just cut this off and use it again later.
Bye. Goodbye. Bye.
Well, we're still filming. We're not ready to say goodbye to our friends yet. Make sure that it's good and taut on here. And I am doing it with the sticky side up, so this part is going to fit into my embroidery machine like so. So this will need to be the sticky side. Okay, I had already put some adhesive down on the back of the blanket, but I ended up not needing it. Okay. This will be good to use on names and stuff. Okay.
See it?
I do see it. Good job.
I want this. I want this.
No, that's going to be for our stuff. Okay, so I have rolled out 2 sheets of the sticky back stabilizer. it's really taut. The only space that I have is right up here. Watch out, sister. Right up here. And it's not really going to make much difference because my embroidery design will actually fit on the bottom half of this.
I want this.
I know you do, but we're going to leave it there. Okay. Now, I'm going to line it up with the corner and the vertical and horizontal edges. Because I have double layers and then the batting inside. I could pick this apart, but I hate to ruin it. So I am having to make sure when I lay it down that I actually pull everything straight and line it up, because there are 2 layers and sometimes they slide and they're not even all the way across. Okay, so now I have it on my fast frame. I'm going to go ahead and use some pins to kind of keep it on there. I do have an extra layer of stabilizer, like sticky back stabilizer, on the back of the blanket itself. But this way it'll just keep it from sliding off or moving positions. So the thing with the Jumbo, yes, you can sit on it. The Jumbo frame is you do not need the extended bracket. So you don't need this because the Jumbo fast frame already has the attachments to snap onto the machine. So get my design. Alright. It's in my machine, ready to go. I have the thread color already changed, so I'm going to angle my camera to face my machine. Okay, so I have used my table. It's already installed on there. I have snapped on my fast frames, and I'm using an extra chair to hold up the weight of this. And the size of the monogram may go through one whole bobbin, so just be prepared to have your machine stop. I'm using the PR1000E Entrepreneur Pro by Brother, and it is ready to go.
Ready to go. To go.
Alright, if you will look at my number 9 needle, that's the one that has the thread color that I'm using. On the needle, it actually has, pull it down for you, a bunch of fuzz that's building up on the needle. And the cause of this is because of, for 2 reasons. One, there is a bunch of batting in this blanket. But 2, we're using a sticky back stabilizer, so you're naturally going to get a little fuzz buildup, and that'll cause your machine to stop stitching. But just remove it from the needle and go on. Now after, I'd say, after a few times, if you are noticing a decline in the stitch quality, go ahead and change out the needle. But once that's taken off, you can just get right back to stitching out and you'll be just fine. style L fits my machine, so you'll have to look at your machine, but look at all these beautiful bobbins. Alright guys, so I am back with a finished product, and this blanket was a labor of love. I started early in the morning, and then now it's later in the afternoon, and it's just now finishing, not because it had tons of stitches, but because there were a lot of thread breaks. My needle kept getting gunked up. I actually had to change my needle twice in the middle of this just because of the sticky back stabilizer and pulling all those fine fibers through the top layer of the blanket. And then on top of that, I ran out of thread, so I had to go buy new thread. I'm telling you, there was just so much time invested in this just because of all the little things that happen. I went through 2 bobbins, and at the beginning I told you that you probably would if you're using a really large, extra large monogram like I was using. It's the open vine font for the middle initial, and then the closed vine font for the side, and it was just tedious. I'm glad this is done. I actually had to slow my work down to 600 stitches a minute. I'm usually working at 900 to 800 stitches a minute, and I had to slow it all the way down to 600 stitches per minute just because there were so many thread breaks. Now, I will say that I started looking around my office for this sewer's aid. So I will say that I was looking around my office for sewer's aid. It is a silicone drop that you put on the needle and thread, and that way it gives a really smooth coating as it's going through all of the sticky back stabilizer and really thick material like this bedding. But I could not find the little bottle, and I actually almost, by accident, almost used, I'll pull it out real quick, this stuff right here, the fray check. Oh my goodness, can you imagine what horrible catastrophe that would have been at the very end? Okay, so it is finished. This is the finished product. Not ginormous, but it is fairly big. I used my large jumbo hoop, my large jumbo frame right here, and I'm just going to remove everything from the back and get it ready for my customer pickup. Now, I had a safety pin, or I had to pin all of the sides down to keep some of the bulk away from the needle, and that seemed to help. I used 2 layers of sticky back stabilizer. The first layer was what was on the hoop, or the fast frame, and then the second layer was attached directly to the piece that was being embroidered. So the blanket got a layer too. So when I pull this off, I'll pull what was on the hoop, or keep getting hoops and fast frames mixed up today. So I'll pull off what was on the fast frame. Now this is a medium weight fast frame. This is a medium weight frame. Thank you so much for watching today's YouTube video. Please check out my other videos in the end section right here. We have several for you to choose from. Like, subscribe, and share my videos. Have a great day, guys, and I'll check you guys in the next one. Bye!